Every single person is a Nepo baby.
What?
Go to the zoo! Everyone has a vote!
Why? Because I'm white?
Yeah, that is exactly what I'm saying.
I have a sickly little man who shows up. I don't know his name, he doesn't know mine.
Oh my God!
Every single human on this earth is a Nepo baby.
That is not true.
Chance, you're a Nepo baby.
I am not a Nepo baby.
Where do your parents work?
My dad's was a firefighter and my mom works at a pancake pantry.
Okay, and she was probably, I'm guessing, a waitress at the pancake pantry. She probably worked there, told people about you. Who knows who she was seating at the pancake pantry? She could have been seating anyone, and then she could have told them about you. That person could have made a connection with somebody else and really needed someone to be a star. And maybe that person knew somebody at Smosh, and then hence you are there.
That's a good point. Don't clap for that. No!
It's true. No, it's literally true. I can do this for everybody. I can walk back. Sure, your parents can come from humble beginnings, but you are still a Nepo baby, okay? Anybody here? You're a Nepo baby. Anybody? Ian?
Yeah.
What are your parents' jobs?
My dad's an accountant.
Numbers.
That sounds like a lot of power. Money is power in America. Your dad was probably just like, and here are your claims, and my son writes comedy, and can you hire him?
I don't think you know what a Nepo baby is.
Yes, it's people with parents who made them do stuff.
No! What do your parents do?
Okay, so this is, okay, my parents do work in the industry, but in visual effects.
Right!
No! Turn it up! Turn it up!
Yeah,
Stop it!
you're
Stop
projecting,
it! I've actually wanted to talk to you guys about this more. Shut up! That was so up. We didn't even plan this. No, I want to be clear. My parents work in the industry, but they work in literally visual effects. They can't get an acting job that way.
Marvel movies. You're a Nepo baby, Angela.
Like this.
Yes. This whole
I actually hate how we found our way here because I didn't want to talk about this because my parents did nothing for me.
Yeah,
okay.
right.
Okay,
yeah,
okay, but
right. That is such bullshit, and you know it.
Just
Wait,
worked.
do you want to ask me what I'm wearing today?
Oh yes, Chance. What? I'm so sorry. For a second, I thought you dressed like this every day. What are you today?
I'm gold. Because Nepo babies and money and the gold standard.
Yeah, I wonder, do Nepo babies mean your parents are rich and of power?
No, I think it means more like your parents got you the job that you have now.
Yeah.
Regardless of skill or qualifications.
Speaking of getting a job, Hailey Bieber's now a mother.
Wow.
And she named her son Jack.
But
what if Jack just wanted to grow up and just be like a firefighter? He's not. He's gonna be an influencer.
Yeah, that's a Nepo baby. See, if he gets famous because his parents are famous, that's a Nepo baby.
But he didn't choose that. Poor little Jack.
And he doesn't have to choose that. He can be anything else in the world.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to be a celebrity.
Because look at you, you're gold today.
I'm gold. And you're calling me a Nepo baby. My parents aren't gold. Actually, they're golden hearts.
Oh my God. If we had a child, just if maybe we kissed.
Ew.
If we had a child.
Ew.
Okay, what do you think our babies would look like?
I think they'd be olive-skinned and kind of curly hair.
Oh my God, kind of curly. Okay, because we did ask production to do that thing that they do in movies where they combine people's faces and you can see what your baby's gonna look like.
No.
And I haven't looked at them. Have you looked at them?
Oh my God, oh my God, no.
I haven't looked at them. We're gonna look at what me and Chance if we had a child.
Oh, Angela, I really hope they're hot because I can't do an ugly child.
Don't make that my fault.
I'm not.
That's so fucked up.
It's not,
you just went, they have to be hot.
Yeah.
Because you know your 50% will be hot.
Okay.
And mine would be a toss-up. Okay, here we go. First kid. I'm scared to look. I'm really scared to look.
Okay.
Here we go. Ready? Here we go. So they took both pictures of us.
Okay, are these gonna be silly or real?
Silly or real? Silly or real?
That's not funny. That's not funny. You are no son of my, no, I'm just kidding. Let me see him.
Wait,
let me
I'm
see
so
them.
sorry because he looks like his mother.
What is going on?
I feel like this is what I look like.
No. Where, I don't know what parts are me. I'm gonna be honest. I can't tell.
Yeah, this feels.
If we had that child, I would be like, you cheated
Well, that's your
on me.
teeth. Guys, it's gonna be the greatest episode. Thank you for watching. We have Kris Jenner, we have Shayne Topp, and we have Kris Jenner again! Yay! We're doing whatever we want because it's Bit City! Woo! It's raining! Hey, rich people! We know being rich makes you an icky, dry little freak, so we created this program for ages 5 through 95 to help people be rich and nice online.
99.9969 of wealthy people are weird, gross nerds who have trouble in common folk situations. You weird silly gooses, you babies.
With our programming, you will stop ranting about things that aren't relatable and start connecting with normal people right away.
Yeah! I'm Bowe.
I'm Bob.
And I'm... Let's begin!
Step 1!
Stop trying to make traveling weird. Going underwater to see moldy old ships and doing space travel just makes you a silly little llama that no one can connect with.
Silly little llama! Step 2!
Private islands don't have a good look anymore, so lose it! Tip your waiters instead.
Step 3!
Sure, you're used to drinking and driving and paying for the DUI to go away later. Well, try an Uber. They're cool and sometimes have wizards in them. Beep, boop.
I'm a wizard!
Step 4!
Don't assume everyone has a boat.
It's the Don't Assume Everybody Has a Boat song. Come on, everybody!
Don't assume everyone has a boat. Don't assume everyone has a boat. Don't assume everyone has a boat.
Well, that's all the time we have for today, llamas.
But now do you see? Being normal isn't that scary. There's wizards and waiters and cartwheels. It's all fun.
Make sure to stay tuned for our next program, where we play leapfrog and explain why tax evasion is very yucky. Ribbit.
Bye for now!
Guys, speaking of nepotism, we have the nepotism, the Nepo, the biggest of the Nepos. Please welcome Kourtney Kardashian, Kim Kardashian, and Kris Jenner.
Hello, I'm Kris Jenner. These are my beautiful daughters. Aren't they delicious?
Wow, thanks, Mom.
Can I get another? Lots of olives and vodka.
He's
a
not
Kris Jenner martini doesn't have dry vermouth.
My
It's fine.
therapist
It's fine.
said that she's a functioning alcoholic.
Oh, I heard functioning.
I'm surprised that she is functioning.
Who are you?
Thank you.
My name's Angela.
Honey, she's someone that we need to talk to and have an important business deal with.
I actually feel really uncomfortable and unsafe right now looking at you.
Okay, why do you feel unsafe? Here comes your drink.
Don't feel unsafe. I've done a few background checks on you and I know where you live. Cute little tiny spot.
Damn! She got you good. She got you real good.
Do you live in prison?
I don't live in prison.
No, but she has a couple
you
parking tickets.
Oh, do you live in Chatsworth?
This is a huge guest for Bit City. Thank you guys for coming on. I don't live in Chatsworth.
You look like you live in like the deep, deep valley.
They are funny girls. They are funny girls, and I love them. They make fun of me, but you know, I love them.
You don't love me?
Kim.
You were just
Kim,
giving
it's
her.
not always about
you just gave
you,
her a
Kim.
little tap and
Kim,
you
it's
are
not about
ignoring me.
you. Shut
My
up.
daughters, we're not confessional.
We're
Not
literally
confessional.
on international television. Can you not talk?
Do you even know what international means?
No, this is
I've
you.
traveled. I'm well traveled.
She got married in Italy, honey. Yes, she does.
Oh, here we go.
You know how to ride a plane.
Mario Lopez sang at my wedding.
Oh, that was excellent. And I loved that.
Is he a singer?
Mario
don't think he
Lopez
was a
sings.
Okay, amazing. Well, let's just jump right into it. This episode of our show, we're talking about nepotism, and we're wondering, what do you guys think is a Nepo baby, and do you define yourselves as one?
Well, I'm not a baby. I do have nipples. And
She's my oldest.
I'm Travis's baby, and he loves my nipples.
Travis is a good man. He has tattoos everywhere.
Too many tattoos.
Yeah, but he loves my
We heard from
Courtney.
Kim.
Hi. Let's get to the reason why we're actually here today. I know we're very lucky, but I'm actually here to promote Slims. It's a new jerky snack. It is no calorie, and it's just a chew.
And it's yummy. It's yummy.
It's very yummy.
It's yummy.
So it's
very
just a
yummy.
chew.
It's just a chew. You don't actually swallow this.
And it's yummy.
Yeah.
You chew it and you don't swallow it. Show them.
Is it cage-free?
It's cage-free. It's organic. It's everything that you would want it to be.
Why is it wearing lingerie?
Because
That's
it's
sexy.
gorgeous and sexy. Thanks, Mom.
You're so welcome, Kim.
Okay, now, yeah, thank you for showing us your product. Back to the question. What do you guys define yourselves as a Nepo baby?
I'm not a baby. I'm Travis's baby.
Okay,
and
yes, no, I asked you that. I'm
loves
so
my
sorry.
nipples.
It's about you, Kim.
So
I'm curious
something
what
I
you
forgot to mention
Oh,
is that
okay,
this
we're back to
is the perfect gift for anybody. It's good for people of all races, skin colors, pronouns,
I hope
gender
so.
fluidities.
All
It's for everyone.
All my girls are with white men. Corey?
Wow, I'm
Corey?
actually with a
He's
drummer.
not.
He's not
can't be.
here,
There's
but he's
no
at the
way.
house holding down the fort.
I'm pretty sure I was always dating white men, and you guys all copied me.
Kylie has a new lip gloss.
Mom, this is not about Kylie.
Yeah.
All my daughters have children. So I'm a grandmother.
You have a lot of grandchildren, huh?
Yeah, and Stormy
yeah.
Stormy is
Not doing anything.
an angel.
What about any of Kim and Courtney's kids?
Oh, well.
Penelope won the spelling bee, and Rain just won the science fair.
Who's
Saints playing soccer. Saints playing soccer.
Saint.
Northie is also a Broadway star.
Northie is a Broadway star. She's in Lion King.
Yeah.
Wow.
Why can't Stormy be in Lion King?
Well, you know, Mom, Penelope is actually the youngest girl in STEM.
Absolutely incredible. You just had a baby with Travis, correct?
I just had a baby with Travis.
Yes, and in terms of like what we're talking about today about helping your children, like your mom helped you.
I
will you
did. I
help-
helped them a lot.
It was actually a natural birth.
Oh, cool. Didn't ask about that. I was asking.
It was a hard, long night. We were all there.
It was really hard when it happened.
It's still happening. I didn't ask you guys about
We
this.
were all in a big tub. I rented this huge hot tub, and she gave birth, and I had cocktails. Everyone was ready to go. And Kylie was there, and she gave everyone a palette, a free makeup palette.
And then after I pushed and pushed and I gave birth, me and Travi made love.
With your fresh hole.
With my fresh, bloody.
Oh my God, that's inappropriate to say, and we're gonna cut it out, but you can see it in the members only video.
You are married to an earthworm.
Well, that's warranted. That is warranted. Did you get that?
Oh,
Did you get that?
so here's what. Well, here's.
I'm so sorry. The last thing I got was that Courtney waterboards
Yes.
herself.
This is my personal scribe. I just want to make sure that anything that everyone says, Chris, you said that, I can go, well, hold on. Personal scribe, did I say that?
What?
So you got the last thing, you got the hole in the waterboarding?
The hole in the waterboard.
You can delete the waterboarding part.
I feel like you probably get paid well.
Don't answer that.
Okay.
She gets paid very well. Did you get the other stuff about me being young and beautiful?
I don't think we covered that.
When is this over?
And
I
thank
need
you
to go
so much.
pick up my kids. When is this over? I need to go.
You have nothing going on.
I
after
have to go
this.
pick up
You
my
need
kids.
to stop.
I think she's
pretending like
teasing
you
you.
have
I think
something
she's
to
just
do.
Hi, beautiful. You're gorgeous. Thank you. Can you go sit in the audience? Thank you so much, and keep track of everything.
Okay.
Wow, we
I
are
would
filming
like
this.
to
So.
go. Can I go now?
Well, no, I want to ask you about you and
Oh my
Travis's
God,
kid.
I want to go now, Mom.
It's in
no.
our contract that we owe her.
I need to
40
go
minutes.
pick up my kids.
I'm losing
So
them.
anyways, you know this comes in 3 different shades, pale, paler, and other. Just in case anybody was wondering. With the holidays right around the corner, this is the perfect gift.
Oh my God. I really am losing the reins here.
Stormy is a beautiful grandchild, and Courtney's my oldest. And Kim got the bar.
I passed the baby bar.
Yeah, not in law.
I'm not a licensed attorney yet, but I passed the baby bar, Mom. I did. You don't even know that about me.
My ex, Robert Kardashian.
Yes, he was a lawyer, correct?
Yes, and he represented that guy.
Well, do you think... Which guy?
That guy. Girls.
Which guy?
Girls, help me out.
OJ Simpson.
OJ.
Dumb
OJ.
bitch.
I lost my best friend. Robert.
Yes. No,
It was a hard time for
Your
the
first
whole
marriage,
family,
yeah.
so I really had to.
I need to go. I need to go and get a colonic.
You have nothing to do after.
What was your question?
See, I was watching this documentary last night, and guys, butter chicken comes from the butter region of India.
Ian, you're such a know-it-all.
Oh my God, guys, I think our 23andMe's just came in. Check your emails.
Oh, I'm nervous.
You guys, I'm 20% Irish. This makes total sense.
Oh, I'm 10% Icelandic.
Whoa, I am 100% Denzel Washington.
Ian, what?
Well, yeah, I mean, I thought I'd at least be like a little bit German or something, but no, I'm 100%
Okay,
Denzel
no.
Washington.
Ian, you cannot be 100% Denzel Washington.
Why? Because I'm white? Is that what you're saying, Courtney?
Yeah, that is exactly what I'm saying.
Let me see your phone. Oh my God. He's 100% Denzel Washington.
Here's something really interesting for
Okay.
you. In my past life, I was a little Japanese matcha farmer. So I worked really hard.
Yes, you famously love matcha.
Yes, and that was my past life. I wore a little hat and I wore little sandals and I farmed matcha. Unfortunately, now in this life, I live in Calabasas and I'm married to Travis.
Yeah. She worked really hard in her other life.
My past life. And then before that, I was, excuse me.
Sorry, your mom was eating her lip gloss.
Well, it's delicious. Thank you, Kylie Cosmetics. Keep going. You're a farmer, matcha.
I was a matcha farmer in my past life, and then 2 past lives ago, I was a witch.
Wow.
Well.
And I had a black cat.
Aren't we all witches?
Sure. Kim, are you okay over there? Just
Yeah, I'm
checking in?
okay. I'm just trying to find a good time to
okay,
talk about my
here we go.
new product, Slims. Again, no calories, it's just a chew.
Yeah.
I can't
Chance,
believe
do
I
you want to
came
try
here.
a chew?
Oh, you know what? I am all set.
You know what I'm not all set about?
Ma'am.
Yum, 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 yum.
Okay.
It's just like not a working
We go
bar.
to the wineries all the time, me and my girls, and we have lots of wine. I once had 14 glasses of wine.
My mom has fake teeth.
Oh my God. Did you hear that?
What?
She said
I don't have fake teeth.
Okay.
You have fake teeth like George Washington, Mom.
Honey, the
Why
wooden
don't
ones got replaced again.
This is unbelievable.
What?
I carry this whole family on my back, and it's always about Kylie.
Kim, no.
Everything is always about Kylie.
Okay,
Kim,
girls.
And
I
I'm
can't
here
stand your complaining.
I can't stand you actually opening your mouth because the hardest you've ever worked was pushing a baby out of your vagina.
Okay, well, Charlie likes it when I open my mouth,
I've watched people push babies out of
Okay,
their
girls,
vaginas for
okay.
my family.
Okay,
What are you-
girls.
What?
This is
What are you gonna do? Punch me again? You violent
you
whore.
dare me.
You are a
You
violent whore.
You
You
dare
girls
me.
shouldn't be using.
You
girls,
dare
why don't
me.
you go
I'm
back?
gonna push you so
Okay,
hard.
deep
This is enough. No, I'm hosting Christmas this year.
What?
Yes.
Oh shoot! This is drama.
You have literally the worst parties, Mom.
My party
have
is
no
going to be on a
taste.
yacht in Italy, and it's going to be Kylie themed, and we are not
I
going.
am not going.
It's
We are
always
not going
Kylie.
to cover things
Would
white.
you go to-
Kylie,
I don't
Kylie,
wanna go to
Kylie.
a
It's
Kylie
always
thing
about
Christmas.
Kylie.
I want to stay
Literally
home with
everything is
my
about
kids.
Kylie.
I want to
I
stay
have
home
chewed
with my
so
kids.
much jerky.
I fear I'm losing the reins,
Chewed
guys.
so
Come on,
many
guys, stop
packs of
it.
jerky. You
Hey!
f***ing
enough,
bitch.
you girls!
Hey,
bitch.
Listen to me.
This.
I'm done.
Oh my God, wait! Can I have
That's
one?
my product.
I am done hiding our secrets.
This is what Travie does.
No, stop it.
That's it. I am done.
This is Travie and his mom. No.
Oh.
Lick my olive. Lick my olive head. I am done hiding who we truly are.
What?
We are olive heads. That's enough. You girls forced me to be this way.
What?
That's right.
Wait, what?
That's right.
You're what?
We
What's
are
right?
olive heads.
What's right?
Lick it.
No.
Lick my olive heads. Do what you are told. Lick it. Lick it. And now, reveal your truth. I am done with you girls fighting. I am done.
An olive head.
I am done.
I'm an olive.
Love olives.
I love my daughters, but I am done hiding this from society.
We're olive heads.
I didn't want it to be like this today.
Can I have more vodka, please?
No.
Can I have my drumsticks back, please?
Why don't you go get my sticks back?
Wait, so is this true here on Big City at Smosh? You're going to announce that the Kardashians are all
Yes. I'm a Kardashian, I'm a Jenner, and I'm also an olive head. And we are having Christmas in Italy, and it's gonna be Kylie themed.
Oh my God.
Please.
I can't believe you.
I'm absolutely speechless.
Yeah, I've never seen olive head representation before.
What are you guys gonna do now? Does this ruin your whole brand?
No, we actually have a product coming out.
Let me guess. Olives.
Yes.
They're the Kris Jenner olive martinis. No vermouth, because that's not a Kris Jenner martini.
Well, you heard it here, folks. I can't thank you enough for coming onto our show and really just like showing us your true selves.
Charmed.
I'm sure. do yours, Kim.
Angela, I like your elbow pads.
Oh.
And your shoulder pads.
Thank you.
You remind me of someone who is like kind of
I feel like I'm about to get bullied. Yeah, what?
like dirty.
Courtney.
She said dirty.
She said dirt.
Courtney.
I heard her.
Courtney,
Okay.
dirty's fun.
Do you even have elbow pads?
Do you shower?
Thank you so much.
Maybe not.
Thank you so much.
Okay,
it was
before
wonderful.
I lose complete control with the olive heads, thank you, olive heads. I really adore you guys so much.
Introducing the Giggles Stripped Back Anniversary Collection Deluxe Album, including deep-cut songs such as Don't Assume Everyone Has a Boat, the acoustic version,
Don't assume everyone has a boat.
the 20-minute extended version,
Don't assume everyone has a boat.
the country version,
Don't assume everyone has a boat.
the EDM club dance wedding version,
Don't assume everyone has a boat.
and the Russian version.
Не думайте, что все спонка.
Available now in the $5 warm-up bin in Boston, California. Let's get down!
Next up, it's Tommy with Hecox.
Hi, I'm Tommy, and if I were a slime, I'd be awful to scoop. This is Hot Goss. Hello. Hi. Welcome back to Hot Goss, YouTube's most controversial segment, apparently. The Nepo baby on everyone's mind this year is Timothée Chalamet. You're thinking, how is he a Nepo baby? I thought his parents were a mouse and a cigarette. Well, they are. But his grandfather and uncle are our directors and producers. I would ask my uncle and grandfather to get me into their industry, but I don't want a job being dead. To be a successful Nepo baby, you need to have talent to go along with your nepotism. You can't just get a part and not deliver, Emma Roberts. Luckily, Timothy was blessed with the incredible talent of looking like if you put a face at the bottom of a light bulb. Everyone is familiar with his acting, from Call Me By Your Name, where he played a gay man, to Wonka, where he played a role that was also gay. That second gay was derogatory. Everyone says gay roles should be played by gay people until it's a sexy little twink and no one cares, huh? All right. And who could forget his biggest role yet, where he tamed a worm? And he's still with Kylie today. He's even started a masterclass on acting that really works. For example, if you need to channel anger, just remember he hasn't had to audition in 7 years. Yes, like that. But now, Timothy is losing favor in the public eye. It might be because he was solely responsible for a super spreader event at NYU where he gave everyone chlamydia. Everyone except me. Aww. To fix this, he needs to star in a movie that will make us go, you know what? I like this Tim Burton figurine. It's time for Tommy's recommendations. This is where we zoom in a little. Hi, Timothy. Hi, Timothy. It's me, Tommy, the It Gets Better campaign's biggest failure. I recommend you go the nostalgia route and star in a fully live-action version of James and the Giant Peach. It's perfect for you. You already look like you talk to spiders, and you've been inside a peach before. And listen. Just stay away from Marvel movies because they're gonna make you buff, and then you won't be a rat boyfriend anymore. And that's important to keep. Actually, my ex called me a rat boyfriend, but that was because of the garbage and disease. Well, Timothy, I hope this helped. Here's hoping this Nepo baby's hard work pays off this year. Speaking of Nepo babies, here to talk about their new horror book, please welcome Stephen King's other son.
Thank you.
Hello. Quite the shoulders you've got there.
Yes.
How are you today?
It's a pleasure to meet you, Tommy, and an absolute nightmare to meet me.
So we have your new book here. It's Haunting of Place by Stephen King's son. A very thick, incredible book. So I've got some questions. It was quite the read.
Yes.
First off, are you proud of this book? How do you feel about this book?
Well, I am proud of the terrors that I create, you see. Knowing that I'm keeping people up at night, it brings me some sort of joy, but it is the curse that I was given.
Okay, I mean, that definitely comes across in the writing. I would love to ask, why didn't you use your real name for this book?
Well, Stephen King doesn't have the same ring to it. I don't want people to think of my father, a monster of a man, whenever they read my books. So I have many pen names. Stephen King's son, the devil. And others I won't disclose here because I want people to never know.
Since you go by pen names, you have the opportunity to use ghostwriters. Do you use any ghostwriters?
Ghosts? Yes, I know ghosts.
You know ghosts?
Of course I know ghosts.
Can you tell me about the ghosts you know?
Well, many ghosts help write my books. The ghosts of my past. The ghosts of people who've died, obviously. Real ghosts as you know them, and
Do I know any of these ghosts that have helped you write stuff?
Edgar Allan Poe.
Oh, the poet.
No, the other one. Yes, the author.
The scariest thing is this interview, actually. This man. So in this book, the main character's name is Stefan. Is this book about you in a way?
Yes, I did draw some inspiration from my childhood for this character. You see, my childhood was filled with nightmares. My father made that so. Growing up, the boogeyman was real, and his name was Stephen King.
Yeah, and Courtney, did you say you were Icelandic?
Yeah, but I'm not ready to move on from your shit.
Guys, look, I don't want you to treat me any differently now that you know that I'm 100% Denzel Washington.
Okay, this cannot be accurate. Maybe this was meant to be for, like,
We got too much train traveling entirely too fast.
What was that?
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
He's doing Denzel quotes.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that
bomb!
You're done, thank you.
This is literally not how it works because you need to be at least 50% something from your mom's side and then 50% something else from your dad's side.
Yes. Oh my God, you're totally right. I need to call my parents and let them know my true heritage.
Why did he put parents in quotes?
That's not even what I meant.
Hi, Mommy.
Hey, honey, what's up?
She's gonna talk some sense into him. Yeah.
Okay, this is really hard to say, but I have to tell you something.
Oh, dear. You found out we're 100% Denzel Washington.
We're?
Your father wanted to tell you before he passed, but he thought the fame would go to your head.
Oh, because of the awards.
Exactly.
Well, thanks, Mommy. Love you, bye.
Love you too, my little Denny Washington-y.
Bye. Hey, Chance, we never heard what you were.
Oh, yeah, Chance.
I'm going to Hollywood.
The last tickets to Hollywood have been given out. Next week, the real competition begins to see who will be the next American singer.
I got the magic in me.
So in chapter 3, there's a swan on the lake.
Yes.
On this lake that you described. Are we to assume that that represents your mother?
Oh, yes. Delicate, beautiful, caring, but nowhere to be seen.
And what's interesting is that then in chapter 7, you f the swan. What's that about?
Yeah, well, it's some weird shit, but have you read It?
I have read It.
Yeah, like father, like son. We're writing some weird f***ed up shit. That's what we do. That's scary and unpredictable.
Since you've gotten this book out, I mean, this is quite a feat, this many words that someone would have to read. Are you writing anything new right now?
I'm always writing something, Tommy. I'm writing something in my mind right now.
In your mind right now?
In my mind right now. And after this, I'll go up to where I write all my books. You see, at the tippity top of Maine, there's a cliff that overlooks the sea. Then there's a lighthouse on top of that cliff. When you open the door to that lighthouse, there's a hatch inside. Open that hatch. There's a staircase that goes all the way down into the depths. At the bottom of that staircase is another door. Open that up, and there's a nearly endless hallway. At the end of that nearly endless hallway, Tommy, is another door. When you open it, you'll find a normal room furnished with IKEA furniture.
A normal room!
And that is where I curse the page with my devious strokes of the pen.
You write stuff in pen?
Yes.
How do we get it from pen to print like this? Do you have someone who translates that for you?
Yes, I have a sickly... I have a sickly little man who shows up. I have a sickly little man who shows up. I don't know his name, he doesn't know mine. That's our agreement.
Oh my God.
I hand him the pages, he delivers them to who knows where.
Where'd you find him?
He showed up one day.
That's very
Perhaps
Stephen
he's
King.
a figment of my imagination, I don't know. Perhaps he's just a doll that came to life. Maybe he's Timothée Chalamet, same thing. Anyways.
Wow.
Yeah, see what I did there?
I did see what you did.
Yes.
Are you dating anyone?
Oh, only dating my never-ending nightmarish fantasies. No, but I do have a wife.
You have a wife?
Yes.
And what's your wife's name?
Maria.
Maria?
Yes.
Okay. How long have you and Maria been together?
Oh, several decades.
Several decades?
My wife is an absolute wicked woman.
Oh.
We love each other in the way that, I don't know, perhaps curses love their victims.
But you love her.
Yes, love in a certain kind of way. She does desire to kill me, which serves as my inspiration for many books, so I think it is a kind of love.
Is that why you write so far down a hallway in a trapdoor?
Yes, I can't have her finding me.
Are you on the run?
Yes.
Away from your wife?
Yes. The day my wife finds me is the day my life ends. But, you see, this is something I asked her to do many years ago.
Oh, it is?
I said, Maria, if you find me, you may kill me. And she says, very well, if that will help you write your books. And I said, it will. I don't think there's a love like it out there.
Yeah, that is quite the interesting romance.
I haven't seen her in 20 years, and after this interview goes out, I'll have to run again.
Well, we have not alerted her that you're here, so you should be safe going back to the parking lot.
Okay.
Question, what do you think about your father's work, and do you have any notes for his writing?
No, the notes would be piled up to the ceiling. His work is trash. It, more like shit.
Okay, how would you have changed it if you wrote it?
Well, I would have made the clown a little bigger.
That's the one note?
That's, yeah.
Okay. So since you're here, we've got these cameras here and an audience. Is there anything you'd like to say to the world, announce, anything like that?
Yes.
Holy shit. Well, Stephen King's other son, thank you for coming on to Hot Goss and talking to me. I very much appreciate it.
Yes, it was a joy for me, Tommy.
You can find your copy of Haunting of Place at bookstores everywhere. Okay.
Guys, that's it for our show. Tune in next time where we get the gays and the straights to face off. Now it's time for a chance to jump a car.
That's right, car. What you know about debt? What you know about debt? That doesn't count. We weren't even rolling yet. Let me try to do it one time. Let me try to do it actually. Stop. Seriously, I'm not kidding. I'm putting it on people because everyone's not.
Wait, there's more content. We cut half of that. And if you want to watch the other half, you can become a member today. Watch everything we cut out. Everything we cut that wasn't funny enough or too inappropriate. Just be a member. It's so fun. Really fun people are members. Click the button, the join button right there.